Well, members of Cape Town's Electricity Department, Law Enforcement and Public Order Policing have pounced on the Oasis farm in Philippi on the Cape Flats. This is in a joint operation to disconnect illegal electricity connections. Authorities say illegal connections, cable theft and vandalism has cost over 4 million rand in the second quarter alone. Our reporter Vanessa Poonah and video journalist Lukhanyo Mazantsana are on the scene. Vanessa, a good morning to you. I mean, what are you seeing taking place out there this morning?
Yes, good morning to you. And just a short while ago, a tense moment here at the Oasis farm in the Philippi horticultural area. This, of course, as a large contingent of city officials as well as law enforcement and police came into the Oasis informal settlement, or rather settlement here on the Oasis farm. And what they really wanted to do was to disconnect illegal electricity connections. The city's mayoral committee member, Beverly van Renen, telling us earlier on that it has cost the city millions and millions of rand, and also that the illegal connections affect the surrounding areas, exacerbating the issue of load shedding. Of course, when the city's teams came in along with law enforcement, etc., the community were quite vocal about their rights. And I mean, I'm joined now by Khoisan chief leader as well as community leader Fernando Williams, and they were adamant that the city will not disconnect those connections. At the end of the day, we're standing just outside the farm. They have not managed to disconnect any of those connections. Fernando, good morning to you. We heard a community outcry. We heard that the community members of Oasis Farm were not going to have any of the city disconnecting those illegal connections. Talk to us a bit about this place where you're living. There are illegal connections. You're saying the city should not take those apart. Explain to us your point of view on the matter.
Yeah, ma'am. Every time the city is complaining of the illegal connections, but at the end of the day, they are actually unlawful because it's our democratic right to be connected. And for the past 18 years, we have spoken to the owners, and now it has been handed over to HDH. HDH is actually just a buffer front for the city as an scapegoat, and they're supposed to give us electricity. We have spoken to Ms. Beverly van Renen, I myself, and many other members regarding electrification of the place. So it has been promises, and for the past 3 weeks we have been flooded out, and the city couldn't even provide us with sand. So how pathetic is our DA councillor in the area? So these are the problems that we have. So the wood has been chopped off. Some of these people are living off 350s that is not fortunate even to buy a gas tank. So how is these people going to live? So at the end of the day, if city will take that money that they're spending on repairing the systems, so why don't you use that money to give people electricity, and then you will save on your structural damage at the end of the day. But it seems like the colonial system has come down. They will decide who and where. Nobody negotiate with us. I mean, she's got my number. Somebody could have contacted me, but no, they come in here with their drones flying around, law enforcement to the max, but no solution.
Let me bring in here Councillor Beverly van Renen, Maker member for the City of Cape Town. Councillor, you've heard what Fernando Williams is saying. Your operation here in Oasis Farm this morning, unsuccessful. You were not able to carry on with the work of disconnecting those illegal connections. Talk to us a bit about the interaction that you have had with this community. You were telling me off air just now that for the second quarter, over 4 million rand was the cost of illegal connections, vandalism and cable theft. Talk to us a bit about this operation and also what the city is doing. The community is saying that it's a city that doesn't care. They've been waiting for 18 years, trying to find some finality with regards to the settlement where they're living. Talk to us a bit about that, please, Councillor.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know what, I'd like to disagree, actually. I mean, that we're not a caring city. I'm a Maker member for the last almost 2 years, and ever since Fernando engaged me, I have been engaging him quite regularly, because as I have indicated to him, it makes sense to the City of Cape Town to electrify where it is possible. If no approvals are in place, we're not able to electrify.
Why is it not possible to electrify Oasis Farm?
Because firstly, I mean, the land is owned by HDA, and the necessary approvals, I mean, needed to be granted, of course, and via the provincial government. And and so for that reason, I mean, I've indicated that it's best to speak to the informal settlements unit or the Middle Committee member for human settlements, because they have a lot more information when it comes to the actual informal settlement. But we would like to, and that's what I've indicated.
I'm going to just stop you right there, Councillor. We'll speak to you again later on. You've said earlier that the operations will continue. So there we've heard from both the MACO member as well as the community of Oasis Farm on these illegal connections and the attempt to stop that. Of course, back to you in studio.